Spy missions are my favourite type in the whole game. They're well designed, non-linear in most cases, and offer a more thought out and slower pace to the typical gameplay loop. Sure, some are a bit more problematic to figure out. That one vault on Uranus, I'm looking at you. But they're just so satisfying. This goes double if you have a frame which can trivialise the mission. But what if you don't? Here today, I have the frame with absolutely no qualifications to handle a spy mission. Grendel. He's got nothing. No speed, no stealth, no sleep powers. With Grendel, I'm going to show you how you can beat spy missions with basically nothing. I'm the engineer. Let's solve a practical problem. Now there's actually quite a number of different spy missions out there. Part of what makes them so interesting is the sheer variety of them, and there's no way I'm fitting all of that into a single video. So instead, I've got you here the 9 Corpus spy missions. If you go into any Corpus planet for a spy, this is what you'll encounter. So this is the first of the spy missions, which I call walls. Pretty obvious when you go in, there's laser walls. I'm going to show this one twice, first with the easy version, which is this one, and then with the hard version. It's the easier version, you just kind of go into here, wait for the wall to get out of your way, and you pass the first one. When you go into the side room, you can just turn off the lasers, and now all you have to do is get into the vault itself. It's one quick hack panel, make sure the camera doesn't spot you, and then there you go, you're done. So now let's see the harder version. So once again, we're heading into the same vault, only this time with the harder tile set, so it's higher level. You can see straight away there's an extra laser wall and they're moving a lot faster. So for this, you roll past the first one and get into the cubby to get past the second, watch for that camera and turn off your lasers. Still watch the camera, I'm not going to kill it, can't be bothered, and hack your way into the room once again. Watch for the second camera, make sure it's looking away from you, and there you go, another perfect hack. You see, the harder tile sets mean there's more traps, but the same basic principle still applies. They're easy enough to crack open, and kill the camera for good measure. Okay, on to the next one then. This one I call U-turn, which will be a bit obvious as we go. First you take out the camera, and then you've got a bunch of lasers to navigate. So wait for that one to go down and hop over, aim glide past the floor, and then wait for that to move out the way, jump, flip and roll out past that one. Now if we take this high vantage point here, you see that's got a lot more lasers and I don't really want to deal with that, no. So instead we just sneak through this way. This route isn't always open, but when it is, you can just launch up here, and there you are, you don't actually have to do any parkouring through lasers. But if it is locked up, then I'm afraid you're having to jump your way through. And with no problem whatsoever, we've just made our way straight through this vault. Now if you think that was fast, let's see Wukong do it. So here's Wukong, we open up the front door, don't blink or you'll miss this. Okay, maybe a bit longer than a blink, but that was what, 3 seconds? All lasers bypassed. That's the power of having the right frame. Next up we have the Tower Spy Vault, which is pretty obvious because it is a big old tower. Now you might think, let's take the lift down. No, get out halfway, jump into one of these. We're not going to go all the way down because we don't need to. So that we're here, make sure that camera is not going to grab you and make sure no enemies are. And then you step on out when you're sure the coast is absolutely clear. Yes it is. Let's get up on top of the tower. That's the first stage. Now all we have to deal with is the lasers. So sometimes this first bit is clear, you just jump straight down, and you need to time it just right to get through the gaps that these lasers are leaving. That's the next one. Here we have a big old crisscross pattern. The gap that's appearing is in the corners, so we're going to have to try and jump through that. Time it just right, give it a little hop, and we're through. Final one, where's the gap forming? It's forming in the dead center. So again, get the timing right, give it a hop and fall through. Just like that, you've solved the tower. Just, there we go, got it, okay, finally. So this fourth spy vault I refer to as maze, because it feels like a bit of one navigating it. You start off by taking out the laser grid at the front here, definitely remember to do that, and then we hop on into the air ducts. So going up through here, this first stage is okay. Now that camera, do be careful, I wasn't there, but sometimes that could be pointing at you. Make your way carefully across the lasers. We see that's blocked, so we go into the next air duct here, trying to find our way into the centre. And did you catch that? I just switched the camera over to the left. Let's show that again for you. So see I stop, switch it over, that's using the H key by default, makes it a lot easier to peek around corners. So now we can get rid of this camera without it catching us. Switch my view back, check for the other camera, and job is a good one. We are safe and ready to just hack the console. Now it's Mambo number 5, otherwise known as the Courtyard. Get rid of this guy straight away, and we need to make our way through one of these rooms. This is one that's open. We hear the camera, so just carefully look for it. And once it's out the way, we just get rid of that now, just so it doesn't catch us if we mess up. So with the Courtyard, it is quite literally a laser gridded courtyard down there. I'm looking for which one of these I want to take as the way across. I'm going to take this one over here, as I can see the air vent on the other side is open. Make sure no one's spotting me, and just dive on across. So we've gone straight past the Courtyard, we head on down to here, watch again for the camera. No one else is here, so we just head on through into this duct, and this loops right the way into the vault. Sometimes it puts you out front of the vault, so you have to open the door, but it's near enough the same. Let's just kill everyone now. And vault number 6, the last of the generic Corpus ones, this is the cube. You open the door and kill the guy right at the front, get rid of the camera, and we make our way in to get the vault in the centre here. So, and, oh hang on, shiny, yay! So anyway, as I was saying, we're going to go around on the right hand side here. So there's a camera, lasers, and a guy. We get rid of the guy, wait for the lasers to get out the way, and in we go to go kill the camera. Coming around to this side, we're going to go through the air vent over there. So let's wait for the lasers to get out of our way. There we go, roll on through, pop into this vent. And this leads us up and over the hack door just below us, so you don't actually have to deal with that, you can just walk straight on in. Job's a good one, nice and simple this one. Now following on from that, we've got the 3 unique ones to Jupiter. These are Corpus only on Jupiter, and the first one is Icefire. On the left, some icy corridor, on the right is a fiery corridor. We're going to go into the fiery one and go a third route altogether, which is underneath here. You can go either way to get to this point. It's a centralised underground section with a big old bunch of lasers. You start here, hide and wait for the lasers to pass, and then dive forwards to get into the next hiding spot. There's a few of these along the way, so you just gotta make your way bit by bit. Don't try to overrush it because it's just not worth risking losing the mission. There we are, hop up over to the next one here. Holding position, and when you get to the last bit in the centre here, there is a little panel to turn those lasers off. With that cleared, we just hop up, make our way along this bit here, which is again cleared thanks to that panel, and we can hack the console. No enemies need to be navigated around whatsoever. And next, the second vault type you'll find is called the cage. It's pretty obvious, you walk in and there's a cage put around the console. Bit of a dick move to just taunt you like that. Let's figure out which door is open, make your way along, kill any of the enemies along the way so they don't set off the alarms. And this lovely panel here causes lasers to become unstable. You'll need to check the pattern, it's different each time you run it. Figure out what it is, and when it's safe, head on through. On the downstairs here, there are 2 consoles to hack, one on the left side and one on the right. They're in a mirrored position. And between them is this little laser wall here. Slip through into the side room, turn off the lasers if you want to, and slip your way back out. And with that, you've got access to the second and final console. This unlocks the cage, so you just need to head back on up. Fastest way to do that, turn off the lasers, and yeah, you can just go up the stairs. There's nothing that can go wrong from here. You just make your way through, and there is one happy console. Perfectly hacked. And very, very lastly, we have the third of the Jupiter spy vaults, the Carousel. This one can be a bit intimidating to look at. It kind of showcases all of these moving lasers. Don't worry, if you just keep to the right hand side, you'll be relatively safe. Use whatever cover you can find, hide behind objects, hide within grates. Basically, stay away from those lasers and you're golden. The reason you do the right side is because there is a camera usually spawning on the right, looking towards the left. That thing can spot you across the room, so yeah. Use your cover, stay to the right, and you'll be alright. There's no point rushing this one until you're familiar with it, because at the end of the day, it's a marathon, not a sprint. If you get detected, you mess it up. So just take your time, watch the lasers, and when it's safe, head on through. The next spot here, you've got a few very basic moving laser grids. You can just walk on through, wait for them to be out of the way. That's more a patience gate than anything. And the third and final laser trap just around the corner here. You got 3 static sets of lasers, just hop over. It's honestly very simple once you're aware of it, but it looks more intimidating at the start. And there you are. That's Jupiter fully hacked. So there we have it, you wonderful lot. Every spy mission on the Corpus tilesets. No matter the frame, you have the tools now to ace them all. The Grenier and alternative vaults I'll show later this month, and I've got something a little bit different coming up as well for you all, so keep your eyes peeled. If you found this video helpful, pop a like on it, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. Maybe it'll make you as lucky as this. Honestly, how did I not mess that one up? It just goes to show. Take your time, you'll be fine. That's all for now though, so as always, find the secret, hack the safe, and fight well, Tenno.